This is why you should go to a coin show, and also how do you act at a coin show. Well, stay tuned because we're going to talk about that. But first, I want to share a video from Fun. I just received a video text from Fun. This came from Randy. Now, Randy was my former partner here at the coin shop. We are still trading buddies and friends, trusted friends. I probably buy more coins from him than I do anybody else. If I need something, he finds it. If he goes to coin shows, he's always thinking of me and trying to find inventory for the coin shop, and he supports his coin shop. And I can tell you now, and the reason I'm doing this, I'm going to show this a little, it's almost 2 minutes long total of the video of his stuff he's got down at the Fun show. Because if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't have this coin shop like I have it. He's been a really big supporter and a lot of help. He doesn't like this kind of stuff, so don't say a whole lot about him, but he sent me the video and he's down there, and he's at table 801. So if you get a chance at Fun, if you're down there, go to his table and just say hi. Just say Daniel sent you, even if you just do that. But man, he's got some really nice stuff. He bought a very large bullion collection. So let's get started. And sorry about the video quality. It's a little difficult to see some of this, and there's a little bit of a background noise. But this is just some of the bullion that he has for sale. Now, Randy was my partner here at the coin shop, and we are still great friends. I probably buy more coins off this man than anybody. I mean, he brings stuff in, comes through for me if I need something. He will go to the coin shows and coin shops. He's always thinking of me, always sending me texts. And he had this large collection of bullion that he bought. And I mean, we're talking graded coins. You can see Simpsons. Some of this you can't make out, but he's down at Fun. I think it's table 801 is where he's at. And just ask for Randy, tell him Daniel sent you, CoinHelpu, you saw it on the video. I mean, look at there's Libertads, proof Libertads. He's got about 4 cases full, and he has more. And like I said, he usually sells this stuff based off of what they've sold for on eBay, typically, and you may even get a discount off of that. I'm not sure exactly how he's doing the deals here, but I'm sure if you buy a lot or a bulk or asking, he might be able to knock a little off. He always work with you. There's the Star Wars, just a bunch of nice bullion items. And he's down there now, so like I said, if you get a chance, stop by his table there. There's a massive collection that he purchased. And here are a few more images that he posted online there and in the dealer group, just kind of showing some little better images of what he has. I mean, some of this stuff is obviously pretty rare, low mintage, but very collectible, and it's collector specific. I mean, if you like Star Wars, you like something with the Simpsons, or you like some superhero, anything like that, Looney Tunes, I mean, he has it right now. And if you're down there, it'd be a good opportunity to try to get one of these if you're interested in it. So let's talk about coin shows. So going to a coin show, you're obviously going to meet a bunch of new dealers, and you get a chance to go to several coin shops in one building, in one room, or several rooms, however they have it set up. Like down at the Fun show, it's huge. Maybe you go to a smaller show at first, but if you have to drive 2 or even 3 hours, it's worth it. You should try it. You'll see coins that you've never seen before. You will see more coins than you've ever seen before, and you can get some good deals. There's a lot of, like I said, when you're looking at a coin show, when it comes to all these dealers, you might meet several dealers, and you can pick and choose who you do business with. And you can meet up with other collectors, and some people give you advice on what dealers are easier to work with than others. Some dealers are just retail plus, and that's the way it is. Some dealers like to be a little on the wholesale side. But if you need something, you can find it usually at a coin show. And that's one of the things about it. You're forming these connections at a coin show with coin dealers, coin collectors, and then finding the coins you want, seeing things you've never seen before, and adding an experience to your life in the hobby to realize that the world is so much bigger than your home or your online, and that there are an amazing amount of coin shows all over the United States. Almost every weekend, it seems like there's a coin show somewhere. So you can get yourself hooked up into it, and I highly recommend doing that because of some of those reasons. A lot of times you'd want to go to the early bird show because that's where a lot of the deals are. And you have to pay a little extra, and you have to get there, on the first day, dealer setup day sometimes. You just have to contact the show planner, A lot of these coin shows you can find on CoinZip or Coins of America. There's a Facebook group you can follow. A lot of times they're posted there. The other thing is that some coin shows don't just have coins. I know some of the shows that I've went to will have artifacts. Sometimes they'll have arrowheads. Sometimes they'll even have some stamps. They'll have gems and things like that that you can look at, fossils. So that's another thing that you might run into. You might see something that's completely unrelated and find a gift for somebody at a coin show that's not a coin collector. Another thing is supplies and books. A lot of times you can find books and supplies and even get recommendations for the stuff and see what the dealers use. So, those are the benefits, obviously, of going to a coin show. Just the sheer number of coins and the sheer number of dealers that you can try to form relationships with. A lot of them will ship to you. But the other thing is how you behave. Okay, if you already think all coin dealers are crooks or most of them are crooks, they're going to pick up on that. You're almost setting yourself up for a failure, period. What you want to do is you want to have a clean slate, open mind, and say, look, I'm going to go in here, and I know there's good and bad people in every profession. Let's just see how this pans out. And a lot of people are like, okay, I want to sell some coins. Well, let's put it this way. You know where the price guides are. You know where eBay is, and you know how to find out what that stuff's selling for. And you can go to several dealers, and you can ask them how much they would pay for this, or how much they would sell it for. Most dealers are going to talk to you. They're going to be nice about it, and they're going to tell you. Yes, you're going to run into someone who's not interested in giving you the time because you're not making them any money, and tables cost a lot of money. Hotel rooms cost a lot of money, yada, yada, yada. But the point of it is that you want to find the dealers that are open, like me. You come to my table and say, how much do you sell this for? I'm probably getting on my phone, or if I don't have it in stock, and I'll say, $200. You're like, well, how much would you pay me for it? And I'd be like, well, maybe $150. That's how it will work for me. It's simple. If I can make $50 on something, or even 25 or something like that at the show cash, I might do it. If I have to sell it at PayPal, I'd want to be in the $150 range for an item that I know is selling solidly for $200. But if we see $200, $150, and then $225, and then $125 on eBay, and it's all over the place, then you got to be a little more careful. You might be at $125. That's just how it works. But don't ever get offended. Don't let emotions get involved and automatically think that dealer is just a horrible person because he wasn't nice to you. You can move on and not worry about how his attitude is, or if you think the offer was way too low. There's really just no reason, no benefit to letting yourself getting upset. And another thing, dealers are there to make money, and they would love to see new people come in. So you come in and they're not like, oh, it's a new guy, it's a fresh guy. It's not even an idea in their head. They don't even know you. But they're hoping that you're coming in and that you're going to purchase. And so they're going to help you out. They're not going to judge you because you're new. There's no reason to be nervous. You walk in and you're like, go to the first table and say, hey, how you doing? You can introduce yourself if you like. You don't have to do that. Don't be formal. Just be yourself. Just like you would walk into a department store or Walmart or whatever. Just walk in like you own the place, kind of, and not with attitude, but you know what I mean. Just walk in like you're just going into anything, anywhere, and you've been in there before, and just walk around. You don't have to be nervous about it. You don't have to be worked up about it. No one's going to be like, oh, look at that guy, and everybody's pointing fingers at you. It's not like that. Everybody's welcoming there. I've been to so many coin shows and walked to tables, and yes, there are some people who I just clash with. Personality-wise, it doesn't matter if they're honest or not. You just don't always jibe with everybody, and that's okay too. When you're at a coin show, there's so many opportunities there to hook up with someone who's decent, hook up with someone you click with, that's what you want to do. Those are the people you gravitate towards, and maybe they can find what you want from another dealer that you might not really be able to deal with. That's another thing to think about. You could say, look, I'm looking for this. Do you have it? And he says he doesn't. And say, well, I'm willing to pay this for it if that's fair, or whatever you think is fair. And they'll start thinking. The back of their mind, like, I want to make a sale here. I think I saw such and such have this coin, and they might get it for you and have it there at the table when you come by the next time. You just never know. Might take your number and your name and try to find it for you. There's nothing wrong with giving someone a dealer your text number or let their phone number so they give you a text and send you a text of it. Maybe when they find it. I've done that before myself. But also respect the dealers when they're busy. If you see lines at the table, you can't tie them up and stand there and talk and talk and talk and talk and ask for a bunch of advice. I love talking with people, but when you've got several people waiting, it's kind of hard to do that. So you do have to be respectful of the time and respectful of the dealer. Also, some dealers don't like you to cherry pick. So I would just flat out ask the dealer. I'm like, do you care if I look through some of these sets you have here and look for varieties or errors? And if they're like, nah, I'd rather you not do that, then you just move on, just walk on. You'll eventually find someone who does not care and just say, look, I'll buy some. I just want to be able to look through them and make sure you make a purchase. I mean, you don't want to just go through a dealer's stuff and take time up at their table and then not buy something from them. You really should buy something. It doesn't matter what it is, but buy something, because tables are expensive, like I said, and it's the truth. I mean, you got to pay your own wage. You got to pay your motel, your gas, your eats. And yes, some of it's a tax write-off, but you don't get it all back. Trust me. I wish I did, but you don't get it all back. So let's talk about negotiations. Okay. Most dealers will probably give you 5 to 10% off. Maybe. There's some coins they will not. And there's some they're charging more than retail. Just understand this. Don't take it personal. Don't leave your emotions at the door. I don't know if any of you watch Star Trek. I'm sure some do. Play Vulcan. Shed emotions. Try to go in there without emotions at all, except for a smile. Always smile, but always have that personality. But try not to have the emotions tied up with the dealer that's got the high prices, or he's not willing to work with you on something. I don't care how many times you sold on eBay for $10. If the dealer wants 15, just move on. There's just no way you're going to move some dealers off their prices. Trading, sometimes trade's a good thing if they need what you have. A lot of times if they don't and they have a bunch of it, they're not going to be as high offer on it. Another thing, getting offers on coins if you want to sell them. We talked about that a little bit. But you can entertain offers from different dealers. Just don't go around telling dealers you're getting offers. I mean, they're going to figure that out anyways, but try to be inconspicuous about it, because you don't want dealers thinking, oh, I want to be the last guy. I want to make the high offer. So then they'll offer 50 cents more, or just something silly. It's not worth it. But, bottom line is, when it comes to prices and on things and negotiating and all that, it works both ways on buying and selling. Just be fair, leave the emotions out of it. And if you're not happy with what a dealer is saying, then go to the next dealer, go to another dealer. So hopefully this helps you a little bit about going to coin shows. And I hope you stop down and see table 801 if you're down there at Fun right now, and say hi to Randy for me. And I hope I'm not embarrassing him or anything, because he really doesn't. He's not into the videos and stuff like that. He's more open now than he used to be, but you know how it is. Some people just are not into the video thing. But thanks for watching my latest video. Please like, share, and comment, and have a great day.